Capricorn, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading into your chakras, your aura, and a tarot reading as well. Yeah, thank you very much for being here with us. Do appreciate your support. Let's just see what's going on with your chakras. Let's start with the root chakra. See what's going on there. There's two aspects to this. There is a case of something that's done and dusted, that's gone with, that's you've kind of like, that's it, I'm done with that. There is also a case of feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit flat in life at the moment. But it is, there is shape to the root chakra, but it is a little bit malaxable. There's movement in there. It's not really solid, and it's really well defined but not very solid. So it might be a case of that what's good for you, but the rest of the world is not quite up to didn't get the memo. Basically, they didn't get the memo, and but there is something that's done and dusted with. You're over with. It's done. Moving on, sort of thing. So let's just see what's going in the other chakras. So this is your sacrum here. So, Capricorn, you're like this. You're a bit of a workaholic. And your sacrum is also tilted in that sort of sense, where you have much more of a concentration within your workplace, within your work area. You're concentrating on sort of getting things done and behind the scenes, as it were, trying to build that success going forward. So there might be a case here to sort of don't forget yourself, to have fun in life, to take time out and enjoy the moment. I've been doing it. I'm a Capricorn. I've been doing it. And even if it's as simple as just going out for a walk with your dogs, or just going out for a walk, just connecting with everything that is around you at the moment. But there's movement there's movement right at the base. It's almost as if you're like scared to dream about the future, because it's a case of I'll wait and see. You've been in Pluto so long that I think it's the case of I'm not even going to bother dreaming about it, because it's, I'll start and Pluto come and run over it. I think that's going to change in the going future, and I think you're going to surprise yourself a lot as you go forward. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. Here is a lot of determination, but it's got a lot of weight to it. It's not like so you can have a determination where the solar plexus is really thin and it's very straight, but your determination is really well defined. It's like your solar plexus seems to be the defining chakra in you at the moment. Obviously we haven't seen the others. Let's just see if there's some sort of direction we can get out of this solar plexus. Well, it's obviously the direction towards the heart. I haven't looked at your heart yet, and it would be good to look at it. It's marrying. This is marrying the body, mind, and soul, and that those ideas, and manifesting your heart's desire as you go forward. And that's what you're putting your energy into. And that could be to do with work. It could be to do with relationships and so forth. But you're really putting your effort into getting what you want. And there's no kidding you either, Capricorn. You can't kid yourself. And if you're going to want this, you're going to have to put in the work. And it seems like the energy's there for you in order to do that. Let's have a look at your heart's chakra. Oh, this is really well defined as well. I think you know what you want. And it might be a case of kind of going, I want, let's take something ridiculous. I want a 30 sleeper yacht, where you can sleep 30 people on my yacht. And it's not possible. I haven't got the money to buy it. And so it stops there. But here is the case. Here is like, you know what your heart's desire is. You know what the sort of gifts you can give towards the world around you by going after your heart's desires. And just doing that, it gives you that sense of knowing that you're contributing to something far greater than just your own personal satisfaction. And as you head towards it, yes, you're going to be creating a lot for you. There's no doubt about it, because it's going to start streamlining your effort that you put into what you want to produce in your life. That, as I said, there's something coming through the sacrum. It's already within there. This there seems to be a case of working out how to manifest what you want in your heart's desires. There seems to be turning things around within the third eye. It's all to do with timing as well. Sort of like, if I do this, then I can do this, then I can do that, and that takes that time, that takes that time. It's all about, selecting or organizing when you go from one thing to another. That's what it appears to be like. On your throat chakra, it's socializing, but socializing in a sense that's heading towards that heart's desires. So it's not just socializing just for socializing's sake, or communicating for communicating's sake. It's communicating because you want to follow your path. Therefore, you're opening up the communication in your logical thinking, which you have, and within the new logic that is the march and the magical march. As you open up that communication, it's going to be a way of communicating to people that can not only help you, but that also you can help them. It seems to be like a fair exchange, sort of, if I grow, you grow sort of scenario. And it's encouraging you as much as you're encouraging somebody else. They seem to be really encouraging you. There seems to be a bit of a match made in heaven here in a way. So it could be to do with love and stuff like that. Let's just see what's going on in your crown chakra. That's overflowing now. That's starting to connect that consciousness to the rest of everything. And that's going to give, not this week, but next week, it's going to give some serious structure to your root chakra, and that's going to allow your sacrum to really build into your desires of what you want, and they're going to be tangible. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily going to sort of like, it's going to be an overnight thing. I do think it needs work, and it's going to take some time, but all of a sudden, within the next week, everything will seem much more possible for you going forward. And that connection through your consciousness, through your crown chakra, that consciousness that connects to everything, all of a sudden you're going to realize you've actually got a lot more resources at your disposition than you thought you might have had before. Let's just see what's going on your aura. So there is already pressure building up, not pressure, or influence building up upon your root chakra. And I think this happens sort of Monday, maybe Tuesday. It's very near the beginning of the week, where there's like a realization that actually goes through you. So you've seen the idea produced into energy, produced into material, produced into result. You've seen the process of it all going through. And it seems to be coming to a fore there at the moment. There's something that's happening in the following week. I think that's to do with manifestation. Quite a few signs had this. So you're getting into this manifestation mode. You're doing a lot of work under the surface that no one's going to be really seeing at the moment. But it's certainly going to pay dividends for you going forward. Let's just see what as you move towards this, and this is, certain things seem to be a little bit out of sync, and that could well be the timing here. Because you've got lots of aspects within your aura that I've seen in other signs, but they don't. What's in your aura doesn't quite correspond to what you've got in your chakras. So there is a case of timing. It's almost as if like you kind of go, you're missing a beat, and as you go through the week, it's And then you end up start kind of going, okay, this is like a offbeat salsa rhythm, but it's a rhythm all the same, and it's going to get you moving on and following that heart's direction. It's going to be by the end of the week, all of a sudden you're going to find yourself in a position where you're going to feel like you're actually protected a lot by the universe. And it's not actually that you're protected, it's a case of that you are following your path. And when you're following your path, it's almost as if like you're bringing in energy behind you that which feeds you to go forward. And this is where the universe will be supporting you going forward. Let's just see what's going on the directional flow of your energy. Well, that seems to be it. There's a lot charging down. There's something that is, as I say, dead and dusted. It's all coming down to your root chakra, and it's all about setting up a stable situation within your life in regards to could be in regards to home, it could be in regards to job, could be in regards to relationship, and lots of different things, and just shoring up things. But it's actually feeding that root chakra so you can actually get a fix and a foundation of where you're going, and that's going to feed that sort of desires in your sacrum as they're going to bubble up. And I would have thought they'd start bubbling by the weekend. There's no doubt about it. I can't see anything untoward. It's just a case of, and I think this could have to do with your root chakra, of letting go of something, just mental conflict that you might have had with people that are around you. Just look what's on the bottom of the deck. That is you, Capricorn. Yeah. We are the devil, apparently. That means we can't lie. That's what the devil does. He can't lie, the devil. So let's get onto your tarot reading. This is the overall energy. This is the karmic message for your relationship. This is for your material world. This is how the universe influences your karmic message. This is how your guides influence your karmic path, or influences you. And this is the overall general outcome for it. So let's just see what is available for you going forward. Let's just see here. So justice. Yeah, I think this thing that's done and dusted as for you. And I think it's going to give you your just desserts, actually. And this is what's kept you out of kilter. It's something that hasn't been done, that you haven't seen the death of it in order to be reborn out from it. And I think that's coming in for you. And I think it's a really happy moment for you. It might have been a painful thing to go through, but it's really, really joyous to be out the other side. And I think all of a sudden, you're going to be reaping a lot of karmic credit. A lot of karmic credit. And when I say a lot, I mean buckets, lorry loads of karmic credit that's coming your way by the sounds of it. Yeah, it's so on your relationship side here, this is all about sort of woes and worries and sleepless nights. I think it's a case that you've actually learned something here. And through learning this process, you're now manifesting a new world, and it's letting go of that woes and worries. I think it's realizing that it is done and dusted, and it is, and this has to be, it is within the relationship world, and the universe here is showing you that cup. It's saying to you, you've now got that direction that you need to take. It's the long-term plan for you. They're showing you that sort of that point of that heart's desires that is within you, that pointed pit of the heart. It's coming in from the outside world, so accepting that gift. And I think this payment for the karmic credit, as it were, but it's also for the sake of you as well, as holding your heart out there and following it. Yeah, letting go of what you've been carrying and within your relationships. There's obviously something you've been carrying for some time, and I don't think it's even yours. I just think you've been nice like that, you know. And your guides are sort of saying, "Oh, we're getting shot at this. This is the end of that road for that. It's done and dusted. It's dead and done, as it were." Yeah, and that's what's going to come out of it. These are so contradictory to these sort of things here, simply because this is the past, and this is really your future. And within you, you're going to feel this immense amount of self-assurance, self-power about, what you've done, how well you've done it, and what you've been through, and now that you're out the other side. And you're going to feel like you've conquered an empire, and now you are seated as that emperor within your relationship world. Let's just see what's going on your material side of life. So it's a bit of a call to admission. As I said, there's definitely things opening up for you financially in this world, and it could come in very quickly, especially tied in with this Justice card as well. I think with this Justice card here, it is all of a sudden you realise that there's a possibility for you to completely join a new mission in your life, start a whole new chapter, basically, even a whole new book. Yeah, and you're going to be bringing it into you, and the universe is bringing it towards you as well. They're really helping out. The Three of Wands is that harbour master, and that harbour master is organising ships coming in and ships going out, and that ship is holding cargo. So as it comes in, you're going to be the first person to realise and to seize on the opportunities before they get out in the world around you. And also it's going to be able to seize on those opportunities of things going out. That's what it seems to be, where the universe is going to bring in a lot for you, so you don't actually have to go anywhere. Taking that blindfold off so you can see things a much wider spectrum. I'm not sure that is the case here. I almost feel like what's coming to me is as if sort of saying, do not worry, you could do this with your eyes shut. This call to mission, you've got to choose it. There is no choice in that. And I think within that, I think here is sort of saying you may be tiring yourself out over choices that don't really matter. That it's not really a choice. That's what it feels like to me more than anything else. Yes, it's good to look out, and this is what the Three of Wands is doing. She's looking out, she's surveying her horizon around her and seizing on those opportunities. And maybe there is a case of that, of taking the blindfold off and seeing out. But I also think there's such a case of there is no real choice in the matter here. You've just got to go on that mission. Yeah. And walk away from any headaches. I think you're walking away from headaches in your life. I think things are done and dusted. I'm not sure everything's going to be coming in for you this week here, as I said, within your chakras, but it's walking away from complicated situations within your job, within your business, within your projects. You seem to be walking away from something that's just been causing you headaches, basically. And that's what you'll see if you take off that blindfold as well. But there is justice coming in for you. And it certainly plays with, I think it plays within your favour more than anything else. It's going to make you very happy. But it is a week where you're gonna have to realise a few things within your world. And yeah, it's going to liberate you. And when it does liberate you, it's going to bring in that childlike sort of energy through the Page of Wands, which is a learning process of how things actually work. I'm going to get just going to put a few cards on that mission there, because that seems to be the one there. It's concentrating on the here and now. So I'm not sure I think this is a case of that you could do it with your eyes shut and don't get distracted by the outside world. I get that sort of feeling off it. And we got the Queen of Pentacles. The amount of assurance that this mission is giving you is an opportunity that is, with the Two of Cups, major opportunity arriving for you this week. And if I was you, I would follow it. It would be, it's gonna provide a lot for you. Let's just see what's going on with this Justice card a bit. Exactly what I said. So justice with justice, you can't get any better than that. Let's just see if we can and the Hermit, Dark Night of the Soul. I think this is where you're going to reap a lot of rewards, basically. A lot of rewards. And I'm talking by the cargo ship full of it all. Let's just see what this energy is bringing you out towards. Yeah, I think it's bringing you, to something maybe that's, this mission here is going to take you into avenues and directions that you may not necessarily be, you'd be completely, it's all going to be a little bit new to you. That's what I'm trying to sort of say. With that Queen of Cups as well, it's just radiating sort of love and happiness, basically, throughout that whole sort of thing. And you get the Emperor as well, which is repeating on this side. And all of a sudden, you're going to be the Emperor of your relationships, basically, in a really, really good way. So absolutely fantastic reading for you, Capricorn. This week here is a turning week. There is no doubt about it. There's a turning week for you. Things are changing hugely for you. It's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out in the following week after that. There's definitely things to walk away from. And it's not necessarily walk away from. It's more the mission that you've got to go on, basically, within your life. There you go, Capricorn. We will be doing that special on the chakras this Sunday as well. So you're going to want to subscribe and click that bell. Thank you very much for your support for this channel and being here with us. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.